must just be like a wrong number type of situation. So I was like, okay, cool.
Girl,
so,
they wasn't getting on nothing.
They wasn't getting on nothing because I still get the dag text to this day.
They just eating some tandoori chicken.
I mean, think about it though. What could they do though if someone says made up a fake, Home Depot situation and contacts you? They got your email from wherever, and they contact you and pretending to be Home Depot, and Home Depot is not involved. You don't have an account with them. What's Home Depot? What can they do?
Well, the account, it was a real account under Home Depot because it had some account numbers there. So that's the reason why I called, because I was like, wait a minute, let me make sure somebody's not using my information. That was my main thing. Like, if somebody using my information to get a Home Depot account, oh, hell no. So when I called, that was my main thing. Like, what's going on? Is it my name? Is it just my phone number? Because they sent me a text. They didn't send me an email. They sent me a text. Right. So I'm like, well, what's going on? Is it my name? Is it my address? Is it my social? Is it my... And she was like, no, it just seems like maybe it's the wrong number because it's the only thing of yours that's the same. So I was like, all right, well, that's fine, I guess.
You know what it might have been? One of those situations where they were getting something from Home Depot. Home Depot was asking them for information, and they didn't want to give the information, but they wanted whatever it was, and they just made up another number, and it happened to be yours.
Yep.
Because I do that shit all the time.
Right.
I do that shit all the time.
So that's kind of like what I chucked it up to.
That's hilarious.
Okay,
I've never done that.
I do that all the time because I was like, I don't want them texting me, soliciting me all random, but I do want this thing that I'm trying to get or whatever. So I'll just put in fake information.
Oh, you know what? That's a lie. Because when I first moved to LA, I had 2 phone numbers. Because I had one that I was going to use just for acting and one that was going to be a personal number. And they're 1 digit apart.
Okay.
And then I was here for like a month. I'm like, this is stupid. I don't need 2 numbers. And so I got rid of the one. And so every now and then I'll put that old number in. I don't know who it belongs to. Right. But I put that old number in. That's that number.
Yep.
Yeah. I feel bad for the people whose numbers I make up and it actually is them. But
yeah.
I got a couple of discount cards too that's the number. Like when you forget your card, like your savings card, you put in the number. Yeah. That's that number that don't belong to me.
Yeah. I have a similar situation with that. All the cards, all of those things. Like, I hate those things, but they're all. I just use my an old number for my sister. That it's actually not a fake number. It's a real number. And she has accounts with all those places, and so if I don't have the card or don't remember one and don't want to sign up for one, I'll just give my sister's number.
She gotta have one.
A house phone. It's an old house phone number that she doesn't really, because everybody only uses their cell phones now, and nobody uses that house phone number. So I just put that. Yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah,
they're like, "Do you have a?" I'm like, "Oh, here," and I just give my sister's number.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just always in there because we all, like me and my nephews and nieces,
everybody uses it.
Yeah, everybody uses it. So
yep.
I just babies born right now, like a house phone, like they'll never know. Like it'll be like when we watch things and they had like those little the U-shaped phones and stuff like that, and they have to dial like, can I get Stanton 245? And we're like, what the fuck is that? Right. That used to be a thing once upon a time. That's what the house phone is gonna be. To them.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
The old, like I would watch like Petticoat Junction or whatever, and they'd be ringing like they'd be pulling the crank on the phone or something. And I'm like, they didn't really have that. My mom's like, yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
She's like, that's in my lifetime. They had that.
Yeah, we had to go. I remember seeing that back in the day. You had to go to the operator, and you had to call the operator, and the operator would be like, hello, could you connect me to so and so? Then the operator had to like connect you to the next person. Like, that is some relic. You don't even believe that it's real kind of shit.
And then babies today are gonna be like, wait, they have phones that are plugged into the wall. You couldn't take your phone outside the house.
You couldn't choose the name. If I want to call dad, I couldn't just say dad and it dial. No.
Wait a minute, what kind of screensaver you have on your phone?
A phone book.
Oh my gosh, phone books.
Yes. Yes, you're telling your personal, your little black book. Guys don't even have little black books anymore.
Don't need them.
I know. You just got your
whole personal computer.
Yeah, you got your whole box right in the palm of your hand.
Whole box. I thought you said whole box.
You got your whole box.
Which could work too.
Yeah. It could.
Both.
It could go both ways.
For real. But I feel you 100%, Dino. To this very day, I still use my grandfather's house phone number. My grandfather moved back to Indiana years ago, and he's since passed away. And to this day, just 2 days ago, I still use that number for everything. Rite Aid, Ralph's, Vaughn's, Costco. We still had his Costco card till it expired.
That's a good idea. I should use my grandparents' old number. They dead too, and it's an Illinois number. But these days, it doesn't matter what your zip code is.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
If you connect it,
I'm sorry, area code.
Yeah.
Because everybody has like area codes from somewhere else. I mean, and even when I first moved here, that's another reason why I had two numbers, because they told me, everybody in the business told me, oh, you have to have a 213-310 number,
really,
to work in the business, because they want to know that you are committed to being here. So they want you to have a local number.
Wow.
But that don't matter anymore. Now you can be 974, 750, 603.
Right.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. All these new zip codes nowadays.
What's your 10?
I don't know.
So, Dijon, if a service dog came up to you without an owner, what would you do?
I would be concerned for the owner. I would be thinking that something happened to the owner.
But what would you do if the dog walked up to you?
Well, I would be like, "Where's your home?" I would pet it.
And what would the dog say back? What would the animal say back?
Oh, help! I don't know.
All right, Raggy. All right.
This dog better be Lassie or Scooby.
All right.
I don't know. I'm going to pet it and be like, oh, my God, where's your owner? I'm going to start looking around and trying to figure out where the dog came from.
So this actually happened to someone, and it sparked. This is one of the good things about social media. You know, social media, we complain about it a lot. We complain about all the fuckery that's on it and a lot of the nonsense. But there's a lot of good things that happen due to social media as well. So, in real life, this happened to somebody, and the person didn't know what to do. And so it sparked conversation and debate, and all this education has, come of it. So now they're spreading the word of what to do if a service animal does approach you without his owner. And got a little clip. Like to hear it? Here we go.
I do.
Service announcement for service dogs has gone viral after this story was posted on Twitter. Now, the post tells a story about how a woman with epilepsy tripped and fell, and her service dog ran to get help from another woman who was just swatting the dog away. The moral of the post is right here. If a service dog without a person approaches you, it means that person's down and is in need of help. Well, this story prompted a lot of social media response, a lot of people asking questions. So we wanted to bring in Olivia, who's here with our guide dog, Sunny, who's in training from the Guide Dog Foundation. Olivia, good morning. Let's go through some of these questions. Malka asks, do you know how a service dog would try to get someone's attention? Like, what would the dog do if it came up to you?
Yeah, I think typically what they're going to do is take their nose and nudge their leg, so it will look, touch, good boy, something like that. But in general, bottom line is, if you see the dog invest without a person attached to it, follow them.
All right, the next question is from Dan. If a service dog approaches me, is there any way to alert the dog that, yes, I'm ready and willing to help, and show me the way?
Yeah, the verbal cue is not going to be any sort of secret password or anything like that. You may just say what or where, or just start moving.
Could you start to go?
Yep,
and the dog
if you
might
just start to
take you?
go, then follow them where they go.
All right, and one more here. Is there a way to train a dog to go to somebody else if the first person they're approaching, like in this post, is not reacting well?
Yes, so persistency is something that you can definitely increase in terms of behavior, but that's something that you would have to train and work on it.
Very good. Thank you so much.
You're
How's
welcome.
Sunny doing?
He's doing amazing.
Awesome. Appreciate that. In that original post, by the way, she did write that she's updating her dog's training so that if a person she goes to first doesn't respond, that dog will know how to do what Olivia said, and that's find somebody else.
Yeah, I didn't
Did you know that, though?
No,
I wouldn't in a million years have thought, oh, they
I would have thought the dog's lost.
Yes,
or
exactly.
something. Yeah.
Okay, I have questions.
Okay.
Is that Carson Daly?
I don't know if it is. He's gained some weight.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
he got a big ass. He got a thick booty.
He's got them cheeks that came on in.
Yeah, I like it.
He looks like a dad.
All right, that's into my questions.
Okay. Totally relevant and germane to the topic at hand.
Perfect.
But, so now you know if a guide dog comes up to you, and he has a vest on, which means that they're in the middle of working and he doesn't have an owner, then he's trying to get your attention. And
I was right.
For you to follow that dog. Well, you were right about asking the dog, where does he live?
No, I said
didn't
you
hear
would
that.
follow him.
You said that?
I did.
Oh, okay.
That was my first thing I said.
Okay.
Was if the owner's not there, then something's wrong with that person.
Yeah,
and I would ask him for help. And then he was like, how would you get them? What would he say?
You did say that.
Yeah. And she said, you were right. I stand corrected. It's still hilarious.
Yeah. I think that it's crazy that other people would see the dog and wave it off. Like, get away from me, service dog. With no owner.
But you know what? It's one of those things again. And I was just having this conversation with somebody this week. When an emergency situation happens, you never know how you're gonna react.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so usually most people think this can't really be happening, and they either try to ignore it or try to get out of it.
Yep.
So because we had a situation in my office where somebody walked into a bathroom and somebody was down in the bathroom and had to call the paramedics. I said not in my office, in my building, excuse me. What would some people didn't know what to do.
Right.
Like we were talking about in our office, like I wouldn't know what to do. I guess I would just call 911. I was like, you wouldn't try to help them any kind of way. You wouldn't ask them if they were okay. They're like, oh, I didn't think about all that.
Yeah.
Like it's because you're not prepared.
Right. Yeah, you're totally not.
So a dog comes up to you or a service animal comes up to you. Most people I think they would freeze, not know what to do.
Yeah. Like, what is this? Get away from me, dog.
I could see the lady not even realizing that it's a service dog. You know what I mean? Because let's face it, there's a lot of dogs that aren't service dogs that got on those little service dog looking, pseudo fake ass vests or whatever, so that they can try to
fly on the plane.
Right. So they can, kind of get with a loophole the system and take their dog into the grocery store with them or whatever else. Mm-hmm. And I could just see the person being preoccupied and just thinking the dog is trying to play and just trying to shoot it like, go away, doggy. Like I'm like busy. You know what I mean? Like not even being aware that it was some sort of a crisis situation.
Or even making the connection that like service dog equals person
help,
in need.
Needing help. Right. Mm-hmm. I could just see the person just thinking, hey, just some dog wandered away. Mm-hmm. Go find your mommy. Go find your daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got to go back to work. Your lunch break's over.
Right. So, yeah. So, there you go. Once again, dogs make their way into this show because we love dogs on the Shiznit show.
Yes, we do.
We do. And we have another doggy story that's a little different. A little different from this. This doggy story takes place across the pond over in merry old England, where we actually had a similar story a while back. I don't think it was last year. It might have been the year before last, but we did a story where people were getting together with their dogs and using their dogs to take care of rat problems. I think it was in New York City, but this wasn't anything sponsored by the government or anything. It was just like some people just kind of doing it on their own. They'd get some beers and their dogs and kind of go rat hunting. Well, over in England, there are exterminators that they have a lot of farms over there, and they have problems with rodents, and so there are exterminators that actually employ dogs to do the work for them. So this one particular company set a record in 7 hours.
Damn.
In 7 hours, they had 8 dogs of various breeds. They just get these different breeds that are known for, because there's certain dogs that were bred for, it's just in their DNA.
Yeah. Like Chihuahuas.
Right. A lot of people think that cats and rats are like natural enemies, and a cat is a no. A dog is far superior. No contest. Dogs are far superior rat catchers than cats are.
Yeah, and they're not looking to play with them either.
Nope.
They're going to get rid of them.
So in 7 hours, in a 7-hour work day, 8 dogs exterminated 730 rats.
Wow. What the?
Yeah.
From one place?
From one farm.
Oh, my God.
From one farm.
This is so just as a coincidence, I don't want to say discover, but I was watching Amazon Prime, and there was an animated series called The Good Family. It was on Fox, I think, for one season. Okay. It's about this super politically correct lefty family. Mike Judge was the creator of it. For Beavis and Butthead and
the Heel, Hank Hill. King of the Hill.
Yeah. So this is called The Good Family, and they're a vegan family, and their dog is hungry all the time because they won't give them anything with meat in it. But you can see the dog's good because the dog just like it's always these missing cat and missing animal posters in their neighborhood. And you realize that the dog's been going out